Hey, it's Timmy here. So today I come back to you with a video now talking about what you need to keep in mind during the winter time in Melbourne. So there's a very special thing about Melbourne is that the weather, the schedule of the weather in Melbourne is completely reversed to the rest of the world. So like for example, your normal summertime would be the winter time in Melbourne. So that is like a little side story. Yeah, so about the main content. So what you need to prepare. So the weather in Melbourne, I feel like it is not so intense as the weather in other countries like Canada. Because the lowest temperature that the weather in Melbourne ever reached during my time there was around like 1 to 2 degrees. It is not so cold, but it would be freezing when the wind just like gets turned on. And windy weather is actually very often in Melbourne, and that windiness along with the low temperature and also along with slight drizzles from time to time, it is going to make it like increasingly freezing. So I later learned about the set of ultra warm clothes by Uniqlo. So you can easily find it at any Uniqlo stores anywhere in the world. So it is like a set of underclothes or underwear that you would wear underneath your main clothes. So what it does, it is going to retain the heat. So during my time in Melbourne during my first year, I stayed with my host family, and we did not have like the heat turned on all the time, especially at night, because the host thought it was not really energy saving, especially it was not worth it like when we were all fast asleep. So I would be freezing at night, like in the middle of the night. So with the Uniqlo set of like underwear, I actually didn't feel anything. I even felt hot. Yeah. So there would be like 3 to 4 levels that you would find with that set of clothes, like ultra warm clothes. I would put like a photo right here for you guys to see. So I would highly recommend you check it out because it is going to change your life, especially if you live in a cold climate. And also, I have a friend in Canada, and she said that she also used the same set of clothes because it really helped her stay warm during the harsh weather in Canada. So, yeah, that set of clothes, it is very flexible. You can wear it outside. You can wear it like when you go to work as well, and it is really, really warm. And yeah, like I told you, there would be like 3 levels, like warm, extra warm, and then ultra warm. So I would recommend you to maybe get the ultra one, or both the ultra and the extra, because extra would be for like the starting days into the winter season, and then maybe at night you want something a little bit like warmer, then you are going to opt for maybe the ultra warm one. But when you go to work, you don't want to get the ultra one. It is really hot, honestly. Yeah. So beside all the Uniqlo clothes or underwear, you also need to have like a scarf, because a scarf is very necessary for you to like go outside when the wind is like just ranging. It is really cold, like around 1 to 2 degrees. It is not so cold, but when the wind comes on, it is a different story and it can blow you away. So, you need to have a scarf. You need to have a beanie. Beanie is like a cotton hat that you usually wear during winter time. So a beanie, a scarf, puffer jacket would be alright, but I feel like puffer jacket doesn't really work. unless you have like a set of underclothes from Uniqlo. Yeah, because puffer jacket, even though it can make you feel warm when the weather is slightly cold, but with the wind in Melbourne, I don't think it would be enough for you to survive. So definitely consider about that. So about the gloves, I don't think they are necessary. So beside all of the clothing thing, you also need to have like a lip balm or Vaseline. So if you are not a guy, really liking to have like skincare products around, I feel like having a tube of lip balm is a really smart choice because, so from my experience, I actually had a very oily skin and I never had issues with like dry skin or just flaky dead skin at all until I came to Melbourne. Like my skin was completely dried up and my lips, they were just cracking, and then also my hands, yeah, my hands, they were like the worst. So around the knuckles and also around like the crevices between my fingers, they get intensely red and they would crack up and bleed sometimes. So I would also use the Vaseline to just put on those areas as well. So that is what you need to keep in mind. The weather is harsh mostly because of the wind and also the drizzle, the light rain you are going to get. So it is really nice for you to have Vaseline or something that you can, just slather it over the crack areas on your body. So that is something I think you need to know as well. So I think that is it for this video, and that is all the tips. So the main tip I have for you here is to buy your set of Uniqlo underwear as soon as possible, and then you also need to have like a lip balm. That's all. Yeah, that's all you need to know. So I think that's it for this video, and I'll definitely catch up with you guys very soon. Cheers!